Oak Knoll Ranch, located on the rolling hills of south-central Missouri, is home to Leon and Helen Kreisler. Married more than 50 years, they're equally dedicated to caring for their land and cattle.
Our operation here is a two-person operation. It's me and my wife, and I couldn't get along without her, and I don't know if she could get along without me, but it works out fine for us.
I enjoy it. I enjoy being outside because I'm outside about 95% of the time with Leon now. It takes both of us to keep this place moving, and as you can see, you know, all the work doesn't get done by itself or by me watching the soaps.
Leon and Helen started Oak Knoll Ranch in 1985 after years spent in other careers. Now their days are busy tending a 100-cow commercial Angus herd and backgrounding their calves. You wouldn't know it today, but they began on land that had been poorly cared for. Over the years, they've transformed the operation, which now includes 480 acres of timber and grassland.
A good operation works hand in hand with stewardship and good conservation, because you really can't have one without the other, I don't believe.
We set goals of what we wanted to accomplish, and it surprised us a little bit. We were able to reach our goals a little faster than maybe we even thought.
Those goals included increasing cattle numbers without increasing acres, and while reducing fertilizer and feed inputs. One key to reaching these goals was a switch to management-intensive grazing that began in 1991.
It's smart management. You just don't turn your cattle in on a piece of ground and leave it till it's all gone. You try to management to get maximum growth and maximum nutritional value out of that piece of forage, which is much better for the land, much better for the cattle, much better for the wildlife in the area. That's what management-intensive grazing is.
And over time, through management-intensive grazing, improving the diversity, and improving the whole system, we've seen a big increase in the productivity of the land, in the fertility, and in the aesthetic quality of his place.
Working closely with NRCS to develop, monitor, and refine their rotational grazing system, Leon and Helen have also added ponds, tire tank waterers, and a long list of other improvements.
We've developed fencing such that we can manage forage in a much better way. We developed the water system so that the cattle don't have to walk long ways to the water, and that's much better for them. And we've fenced the cattle out of the timbers, which improves the timber stand, and also gives us a better distribution of our manure in the fields rather than in the timber.
The other thing is fencing out and saving the trees that we have and the area for the wildlife that we have around here, and then fencing out the ponds where we leave it for the wildlife.
With natural beauty and a thriving cattle herd, Oak Knoll Ranch today is more than just a well-run operation. It's also a place where others come to learn about how this form of grazing operation works.
For a number of years, this was the private farm that we went on to show management-intensive grazing in the real world, not just in a research setting, but out here some producers actually doing it.
From cutting hay to caring for their cattle, Leon and Helen provide all of the labor on the operation, and they've demonstrated that two determined people working together can create a sustainable cattle operation that keeps stewardship top of mind.
I personally think that people can accomplish anything if they really want to do it. You know, you have to want to do something.
We both agree that we want to leave this land in better shape than when we found it. And I'm really appreciative I've got the time, and the good Lord has given us the ability to be together and given us these resources that we can work with.